I am so
I was
sorry.
saying to you.
Oh my
Oh, you're
gosh.
right,
Oh my
hello.
gosh. Y'all,
Yeah,
oh my gosh. It's
I
not going live. It won't.
I
I'm
did
live. Y'all, this
no,
is crazy. Okay. I
I
thought I was
did
live
say
all
because
the
it
time.
said scheduled, and I think the comments that you've got are I don't know if they're old comments or what, but I
So,
noticed it was scheduled.
even better. If you had a chance to watch my dear friend Janine's video, then this makes complete and total sense. About, are you afraid to go live? Well, apparently I am because I didn't hit the button. No, what happened? I was having some problems and I still can't get my go live to work. I think I just lost Facebook on there. So that may be a thing.
10
And
minutes.
I did.
Now
I think
you're
I just
live.
did. Wow, the things we must learn. I'm going to see what time it is to 10, and we are going to see if that works. And goodness gracious, 10 minutes late. What a bad day I'm having. Why?
You're
Yeah,
okay.
it won't let me save.
I probably should have spoken up a bit.
I
I did
know.
say,
Oh
I
no,
said,
I
oh,
can't.
Jerry, is it live? Because I couldn't find it. And I
Yeah,
was like,
I'm like, yeah,
scheduled.
lost your
I'm not even
mind.
live.
Lost your mind. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just see if I can get Facebook to go live. Okay, so hey everybody. So what happened? Because everything goes wrong in my world. My sweet precious husband gave me two different cameras to use. I had a little accident, Janine, with using my iPhone because I had it on a tripod and it fell over because it's really heavy. So I just completely broke my case in my actual. I had to take it out of the case in order to put it in the little thing, the little clamp thing, and I broke my phone, like the case for my phone. It still works. It still look good. Hello to everyone who stuck around. Thank you so much because all this trying to get our audio fixed. And I ended up having to turn everything off and go back to normal, just what I know to do. Yeah, I forgot to turn my thing on live.
That's okay. So
And
are you
what
not
I
on live
love
on Facebook?
about the I think my video just went out. So we were talking about on our own here because we're having a conversation because I thought we were live. Is I am on Ethernet and my Ethernet cuts out. So I'm kind of messed up either way. I'm out. I don't live in the city limits. So therefore I have probably not the best internet anyway. But yeah, so it does. I have a choice, either slow internet or my Ethernet has these moments where it just like shuts out for no apparent reason.
Right.
Now, let me introduce my guest again. Janine is here from Video for Bosses. She just had a live stream. I suggest you go back and watch it because it was about, what was the title of it now? I can't remember.
The title of it is 5 Reasons Why You Might Hate Going Live.
And how them all. And it was really interesting because I was watching another live stream last night or yesterday, and she was very upset because she was first time she's ever done it. And it was Monday. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah. So she was having trouble for the same thing, exact same thing. She had audio coming from everything, even though I had tried to cut it off. And and it is a lot of buttons to push to figure out why you're not getting the sound. You're getting the echo.
Of course. Yeah.
And that just takes just someone who has some patience, like Janine just did. And y'all who stuck around, so thank you. I know Robin's like, well, I don't know if Jerry's going live, so I think she's left me. Robin, if you're here, give me a thumbs up. And I know you're working. So Glenda is here from Australia. Glenda from Australia is amazing. She has followed me for years. She's awesome. Now, she does not produce content, but she is such a great supporter. And Deborah Fairclough, friend of mine, actually was living in the town where I live, now is moved back to, we just love Dry Prong, Louisiana. And so she is a wonderful supporter as well, and not a content creator. So I love it that I have people, we have a lot of content creators. In fact, we just did an organization challenge, a lot of the art crafters, and it's beautiful. People have done some beautiful stuff. Me, I just tried to do something with my hoard. It was a hot mess. So I'm trying to do it. I have had a stream of things not going the way you think they're going to go, and just kind of on the fly. But what was so clever about that, your live of all things, is that she was having the problem with the audio. Finally, just had to kick her guest off, and she was very upset about that because she couldn't figure out how to fix it, but she could make hers go right. And what was not, I'm sorry, she can watch this later and go, gee, thanks, Jerry. But she had some trouble with going live before she realized she'd go live. We're here. I thought I was live and I wasn't live. Robin's here. Hey, Robin, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, it's a long story. It always. Hi, Robin. So Robin is awesome. I know she's come to visit you as well. Liz,
Yes.
being here. Liz is also, so Robin and Liz are content creators. So a lot of this is good. So Liz, I don't know if you have done a live. I know Robin is a pro. Robin
Oh,
is a pro. She has the most laid back gathering of friends. And that's just all it is.
I like
It's just a bunch of friends hanging out
Yeah.
together. And she does her
Awesome.
craft. And it's just like a chill time. And I haven't been on this week because my husband's home. And yeah, he's like, yeah, we got things to do. He wouldn't let me go hang out with my friends. So I enjoy doing that. And I had kind of snuck her on one night.
I love that.
And Liz I think Liz creates content, right? Liz, she'll let us know. So I love watching Janine. I'm glad I found her. Actually found her on the StreamYard. You know, we're watching StreamYard, and your channel came up as an example of a lot of good pointers on your channel. Your channel does.
Is that when I was having the review done?
Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune got you, didn't it? But I remember. I mean, I love your thumbnails. Everything is just really popping, and I know personally trying to figure out what to do with my channel now. I kind of like last year was just crazy. Because I can tell you what I've learned in my first year. The images where my face was on them had more views, and I got more followers than the images that don't have like my face. I mean, they have my little icon, but not my face. And I don't know. I'm like, oh, great, I guess got to go back to doing that. But
you're funny.
But now, you know what I mean by face? I mean, you have like a different face for every. That kind of like different expressions. And what I was doing, I was taking it out of my video and making a freeze frame from the video and things like that. And I would find some good ones. It was fun. But it's just weird. And then I said, well, here's what I'm doing now. I have my regular live, which I will probably just turn into keep it all as this one is working in, back in my studio. So I wanted a specific one for that. And then I wanted one for the challenge. So that was part of my trying to come together. I thought I would have a better plan for my thumbnails, but I forgot to work on them because I was so busy organizing my studio. So a couple of things y'all need to do. Let's say, no, I don't have a channel, but I love crafting. And all you guys, so Liz is a great supporter. We see her a lot. And for whatever business kind of thing you're in, I'm telling you, she's still a lot of fun to watch. So my tag, which I was working on, I had to quit to get all that. I just threw across the room. On tagging my stuff and making cute tags. So I have, are you really organized? Are you organized in everything you do?
In terms of my live streams or life in general?
Yeah, life in general.
Yeah, I consider myself, I am quite an organized person. I am somebody who I like clean and straight lines. I'm one of those ones, if there's too many things, like, for example, when I'm doing my setup.
Oh, no, look at her gorgeous background. Look at mine. Yeah. I love it.
No, I love plants. So I've got quite a lot of plants in my home. That's my thing that I love to put. I want more. And my sister keeps telling me, you're going to become a crazy plant lady. I'm like, yeah, I love them. But I'm one of these people that I am quite organized. I don't like a lot of clutter and a lot of, like, for example, wires around. But I do. But when I'm in my creativity zone, I can get quite messy. It's just like things all over the place. But so I like to, in terms of what I do, I am quite systematic with that. But that's because I have been doing this for a while now. And I think obviously with yourself, Jerry, you have been doing what you're doing. I mean, I couldn't even begin to even think, how you do the things that you do, the eye that you have to find the things and just do all of that stuff. But that's because you know that and you're experienced and you've got it down to it's like, it like the back of your hand. So it's the same thing for me with live streaming, because I've done it for 6 years now, going into 7 years. So it's really quite easy and straightforward for me to kind of get everything up and running and stuff. So yeah.
Now, one thing I have noticed, I think you always have your scene redecorated in the background, don't you? Because I see changes in your background.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, I used to change my backgrounds up a lot more. I tend to move my plants around. That's what you'll see in terms of the movement. But the other elements do actually stay the same. But there's a lot of stuff behind me. There are so many things that are hidden that you can't actually see in frame. And then I do like to change things up. I'm actually due for a kind of setup rejig, but I like to kind of keep things pretty similar and familiar
Right.
for the
You do
audience as
keep
well.
it very monotone, a little bit with the pops of the greens. I noticed that most of your decor is usually in the whites and blacks. I'm like looking behind you. So, and it's just beautiful. And she's also, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, she leaves her headspace is clear, where my headspace obviously is heads now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So if you were looking, because we're all like, organizing it, and we are trying to make it better. Yeah, I've had my headspace is usually got stuff that's distracting. I know.
Yeah.
Whole video is distracting.
We don't want to lose you.
In a way, yeah. So what I did differently recently is I've jacked up my chair. So my chair used to be really low. So now everything is showing. But I had to kind of lift up my chair, and that gives you, if I do that, I can actually lean forward and be better in focus sometimes. So I love your headspace. Yay. So that is Fabi Eros DIY is Fabi. We're Fabi. We got call her the wrong name all the time. Fabi. And she is also a content creator, a crafter she is adorable, and she's been doing lives. So I would love it if she has some questions for you, because this is relatively new to her. As far as setting up, it works for you. Everything is an arm's reach. It is, and that is the difference. Thank you for mentioning that. So what she says, you can see comments. You have your comments.
Yes, I can see the comments.
She's saying, if for people who are watching this replay, thank you for watching. It says it works for you, Jerry, because everything is an arm's reach, and that's true. But I do have a lot of stuff that I'm not like using at the moment, and I have thought about, because right now for the craft I'm trying to work on today, and like I said, she's only going to be with us for a few minutes, and I will really get involved in the craft because she's got to go. It's late there. And I have my stuff that I'm using is actually around me right now on the floor. So I've already pulled it, So this really, I could, in theory, cover this up with, I'd have some curtains that I threw in the wash. Or no, I'm just trying to skin. I threw in the laundry room. They're going. Story of my life. Yes, but I was thinking about putting something back behind me and to see if that helped any as far as the distraction. That was something I thought about doing this year. But my paints are all down here, which I need.
Yes,
usually for a lot of things. So I could still fix this problem. So back real quick, we're going to kind of go over what I do want you to watch what she did, her live. And I do need to put a link in that somewhere. I like the best coordinators that kind of help me with this. Robin, if you're on, who can do that kind of stuff. And when I start clicking on things, I may turn myself off. I don't know. But there is a lot of fear towards going live. And I did feel that from the person who was struggling with the same exact thing I was struggling with. And I'm glad she stuck with it. And she did her show and she did her own, and I think it's kind of like angst. It takes you a minute to get over it, but you just have to keep pushing forward. That is like the biggest advice. What were some of the other things y'all talked about today? I don't want to cover them all because I want people to actually watch it. Did you saw some feedback? And I like your keep it simple.
Yes, we've got to keep it simple. So so I mean, obviously, like you said, if any of your wonderful community have questions for me, absolutely feel free to ask me any questions that you want. And like you said, Jerry, the video, you can go and watch it. But yes, it's all about, again, it's around the fears, and some of it is very much valid. But some of it is, for me, I like to come from the viewpoint of helping content creators kind of move past the psychology of things. So moving past those fears of going live, the judgment and so forth, creating the framework, knowing how to speak, knowing how to use your voice, because that's really, really important because, our voice and our messages are powerful. And I just wanted to go back to what you said about your backdrop, Jerry. The thing is that, everything that you've got going on around you is a reflection of your channel, your creativity. And yes, like you said, there's some things.
And the title of my channel.
Sorting your, on all that stuff. But, it kind of, I think somebody said here, it works for you. I think it's Arrows DIY said it works for you. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the things that, when it comes to building our communities and those relationships, those things don't matter. The background, the lighting, all of those things, they come over time anyway. Finessing your lives, being confident, all of that stuff comes with time. Because I wasn't like this in the very beginning. My very early lives, and they come up in Facebook memories, and I cringe at some of them. My very first life. I'm just like, I sat, in my bedroom. This was on the Periscope app years ago in 2015. I sat there twiddling my earring, hi. I had nothing to say, just trolls coming in, and it was just, it was a hot mess. But, you push forward, because as you continue to keep going, things get better. And it's the most important thing is building that community and just having, and you, to me, I can already tell you have such a good rapport and relationship with your community. And I knew that anyway, because, when you shared my content and then there was a surge of people, I was like, where have all these subscribers come from? And then not only that, but people coming and saying, hi, I've come from, Happy Hoarder Jerry. And I'm like, and then I started to see some of the handles. I was like, I know you must have come from Jerry. Jerry's a piece to my carrots. So, because you've built that, but only somebody who has, all the things that I really push and promote, i.e. you've connected with your community obviously trusts you as well, for your community to take action on what you say. They trust you, they believe in you, and they love what it is that you're doing. And that's the most important thing above anything else, I believe.
Well, thank you for that. That was awesome. Oh, I was going to ask you another question. Oh, no. Okay. As far as, I've done theater, I've taught. So, I'm used to talking in front of people. That was never a thing. Have you done anything, any kind of improv classes, anything that you felt helped you prepare for this?
Well, in terms of doing what I do with live streaming?
Yeah.
No, I'm completely self-taught. I studied drama in high school. In college, I wanted to do performing arts, but I come from a very strict, traditional Caribbean background, and my parents were like, no, you need to go and study and go to university. It's English, maths. It was all of the, things. And as a creative, I literally died inside. So I went to university and then I dropped out, but I never did anything around the dramatic drama arts or anything like that. I did audition for a few reality TV shows. I auditioned for to be a presenter on MTV, and every time I auditioned, I got down to the final round. So I've always been naturally confident with the camera and being able to speak. And I think that that's part of the gift that God has given me as well. So I have to give it over to the Lord. I do think that that's part of my gift, because it feels over the years it's developed, but it's felt quite effortless. And I'm like, that doesn't come from anywhere if I've not had the training. So yeah, and I love connecting with people. I love what live streaming has done. I love what it's been able to do for me. And one of the most important things for me when I first discovered live streaming, I loved being able to reach people the world over and connect with people that I would never have had the opportunity to do had it not been for live streaming. So it's absolutely, I think it's phenomenal. It's a really, really powerful tool.
So Andy Jones has just subbed to you. Now, she has been a content creator for a couple of years now, and she is amazing. And she has a very unique channel in that she will dress in characters and put on and then the most enjoyable show. She is so much fun, and a lot of her stuff that she's doing in kind of a theme craft. She's dressed. And all that she has friends who come over and act with her. It's the most fun to watch.
You're gonna have to check it out.
She's just one that you instantly fall in love with. She's a lot of fun and very personable, and that's really great. This is Mike just joined us. He goes, I'm a banana, and I'm a banana. Peel the banana. Thank you, Mike. He's actually, yes, okay. And Mike is our resident comedian who comes on.
I like bananas, so it's all good.
So these are great people. But I think anyway, I love Janine's channel. I try to catch as many as I can. It's crazy.
I know.
Now, what time do you broadcast your lives?
So my lives, well, as you know, Jerry, your community might not know, I'm actually doing 100 days challenge of live streaming on YouTube. So my live stream times are 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time. And I set that based on when I was uploading videos, that it seems that most of my audience were on around about that time. But I'm going to be reviewing that once I've actually finished doing the challenge. I'll be reviewing the time, and I'll be reviewing based on my analytics and who I'm trying to reach. Because at the moment, because I'm in the UK, I'm reaching mostly UK, but I want to kind of spread that out. But I think the time could be a little bit of a contentious time. So I'm looking at that so I can reach a few more people. So, but yes, my current time is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time.
Hey, and Erica just joined us. Erica does, she does a few lives, but she's kind of one of those, she sneaks them in. She's like one of these hand actors,
I've just seen someone.
Yeah, she's another crafter who does a few shows. She definitely does some great videos and things as well.
Someone just said they went live for over 300 days in 2020.
She did. That is, I wanted to get to that too. She did, and it was a great year for her. And that's how I started subscribed to her. I started picking up on some. I didn't realize she was going every single day because I mean, I was catching her now and then. And that's also that time because I was really busy. You know, you get and all these content creators can say this is that you get busy doing your own thing, and that you
of course.
To like I need to go spend some time with my friends, see what they're doing. So you do get caught up in all that. So she did a great job though. There's some fun and some of them, oh my God, she breaks into characters and song. How many videos have you not sung on would be easier? And makes up. She's like a rapper, but she doesn't rap. She just takes some song and just makes words. Any kind of song and adds her own words to it. And she's delightful. And I think that's the thing. That is definitely a person in our group that is doing her own thing. And you can see her growth as a
love it.
Joe Exotic is that.
I love it.
That's what we're doing. So my yes, and she has no preference. She'll do guys and everything. She's fun.
That's so cool. I love it.
That is, but the points that she that I really want y'all to that's who that is. Oh, the tiger. You're doing the Tiger King, really? Back. He does. We have weird conversations that go on the side note, Mari, if you've noticed. They're amazing. She's only going to be with us for a few more minutes now. So if y'all have any questions,
take your time. Take your time.
You're good? Okay, good. Because I'd love
to hang on for a little bit. No, don't rush yourself. I'll let you know if I have to go. It's totally fine. No problem. Don't rush yourself.
What I'm doing on my little tags is I have these paper tags. I'll tell you real quick what's going on. And this is my AL because I have a basket of alpha, this whole basket full of anything to do with letters. I'm organized. They're all in here. If it's a letter, it's in here. So I do that, and then and yet you see how full it is because I haven't done anything with it. I need to do stuff with them. Yeah. And I also have my glue. I need one that says glue. So the tools I'm using today, actually I pulled out a glue stick, but you can use, I think, any kind of convenient glue. I have like these weird glues like this. And another thing, if you don't have these adorable paper tags that I thrifted, by the way, so many years ago, because like 20 years ago, I had my own store. And these are my tags from my store. But I thrifted them then. That's what's crazy. I thrifted those
20 years. Wow.
Yeah, I find it's Lord meant for me to have it. I find it Rolling Hills. I think that was someone else. I also was going through a bunch of stamps that I had that I actually had in my eBay room. And I started pulling out stamps I thought I could use, like a whole bunch of letters. So I have all these stamps. I thought I'm going to start using my letters. So I did use one little stamp on here. I just inked a portion of it and just kind of, put some little hearts to make it cute. So, and I'm doing what I call, and with my students, I like to refer to as, hang on, ransom letters. Because you already see the ransom notes and ransom letters that are always done into letters from magazines. Yeah. So one thing I love to do with my students of all ages, and it's always been fun, they love cutting up magazines and doing these, what we call ransom notes. So that's one idea I had for making mine. But if you do not have tags, and you don't want to spend money, hang on a second. I had to get the whole basket because I have so much stuff. I love when I'm sorting stuff from my house because I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I found weird things. I found index cards that if you have children, you probably have a million. Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're young. But
I'm not as young as you might think. A lot of people
hey. So I have all these different colors, but if you're like going through, in which case I was going through my office stuff, and I have like weird things like this. You can cut tags out of this kind of, out of SpongeBob, but I like the kind of slick. You don't have to use that side though, but you can some glue, maybe, probably not glue it, but stickers. But you do have this side if you want to use that side. And I was just weird, the things I was finding. I have this vinyl. If you ever get these notebooks, and this one is just one of these old folders, that my kids have.
Yeah.
And we always have these around our house in case you have to take something to somebody, some kind of printout. I like to take them in a thing because it looks nice. So these plastic tags cut up well, and you just have to use stickers. And then, of course, these manila folders. And if you, like I said, they make those stamps now where you can cut out, or even templates to cut out tags, but you can make tags any way, shape, size you want. And you got to have your little paper things right here. So
you've got it all, Jerry.
That's for sure.
Jerry's got it all going on.
Mine are super heavy duty because these are almost like cardboard, the ones that come on these tags. So if you can find, but see how little, this thing is kind of small. This way you can make it whatever size you want. And if you wanted to do, say, something with this one, how easy is this to just chop off the little corner? Oh, and if you got a fancy cutter, get that fancy. And I do. I just thought about it. I do have kind of a fancy round cutter, you know.
All of that.
Jerry,
someone said talk about your no junk January. What's that all about?
Let's do that. Oh my gosh, let's do that. And so far good. So far so good. I have not bought anything. I've been, well, it's only the 4th. I've done pretty good at this, not even thinking about buying stuff. But I will tell you this, someone had something on Facebook that I wanted, and I was like, I can't get it because that would be junk. No, I have to take a break, and using that time that I would be thinking about buying stuff, because you don't realize when you're shopping. Hang on, I don't have a hole punch. Of all things, I don't own a hole punch out here. Oh, be sure to put that on the list.
Jerry, do you have a Facebook community?
A hole punch. How do I not have a hole punch in my studio? That is crazy. But I've been doing really good with these challenges myself, my personal goals, and that would be to not shop and take that time that you will spend, like I said, online looking at stuff and all that. Use that time to. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Y'all, it's going to be a day all day, just so we're clear. Where's that camera? No, it's a beautiful camera. Let me show you my camera. This was a Christmas present, but yeah, I made sure he bought it before. Yeah. I was kind of after Christmas.
What
I
was
was having audio problems and I couldn't figure it out. So that, because I couldn't figure out how to, I think I can now. Hopefully I'll try again. I'll get one of my friends to help me out with that. But what if Colin Firth busy? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. How did we get on this? Oh, we're talking about, yes, we have some great plans for Valentine's. And let me just say, for the Valentine's challenge thing we're gonna have to do. I have plenty of stuff. I'm good. I got plenty. Hey, I'll make some out of this stuff. I'll make a collage. Nice. But wow. And then once again, I thought I had a hole punch out here. I have so many tools. How do I not have a hole punch?
You probably have got one somewhere, Jerry. You must have all those things that you have
over there. I always suggest you can say you're not going to do, but not do something for a whole month is a lot harder. And
to not do something,
to not do something that and it is. I'm getting really creative here with the sharp knife. That you can take that break and not do and give yourself I'm not going to do it by then. And I will say, overall it has helped me because I don't. Even in the months where I'm not setting goals, to not shop, not hoard, and to make that time. And I sold something on Facebook, so I got rid of some junk, things like that. So I think it's good for you to kind of challenge yourself in a way that's not to just say, but to really commit to and put it out there in the public. All right, pretend I had a hole punch, guys, and then I have some rope. So I have rope, string, yarn, lots of yarn. I need to make one for yarn. And so you can make your own tags. Get you some tags. Label everything. In my video, I mentioned I have all this stuff, and if I can't see it, I have to label it. I will literally forget I have it. I'm just head in the sand. I don't know what that's about. And that's crazy. And so we're jokingly we have a joke. Who wants me to open the suitcase? Because I have no idea what's in the suitcase. I have a suitcase that I like to store stuff in. I will read yours in a minute, Indy. And I have no idea what's in it, if it even has anything in it, because I didn't label it. And when I was joking, I said, I think this is the one that if I close it, it will lock, and I have to get a screwdriver because it will automatically lock it. I love using old baskets and weird things to store stuff in. So yes, he's like, yes, please do. So the thing had no label and I went on with it because I kind of know what's in my other stuff. Like this one, even though it doesn't have a label on it.
I'm so heavy.
No, I need levels. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think it's hard. Okay. It's
Someone said body parts. That's
something for
what's in the
Valentine's
suitcase.
Day, I think. Let me look. Yes. Okay. It's the weirdest stuff. It's like it's a heart. This is like a Valentine's Day project from many years ago. But I have pockets, and then I have like a bazillion of these hearts of from that I
Oh,
that I cut out of old quilt.
cool.
And it's been in there and I know what's in it. Oh, there's a tag. It has a tag. It's just a tag we're going to talk about. So yes, it says quilt hearts on the tiny little, see, it's a little tag. Jerry needs big tags. You can't see anything. So Indiana Jones was saying, if you usually purchase like $100 a week on crafting supplies, say that you save the full month and make it a big purchase for your craft room at the end of the month. That's a great idea. It is a great idea. And I know that this one is, this is my printing for, if anybody's ever done block printing supplies, I know what's in it because I took it to school and we've used it at school. Paper, this one is labeled, it says 11 by 17 paper. Ta-da! Now this is how Jerry makes a mess. Hey,
Wow.
I had to dust them off. Okay, here's the suitcase. Guys, can't believe it. I have an empty container. It is empty. That's why it has no labels. Look at that. It needs a little cleaning out.
What are you going to do with that?
Isn't that cute? Have you seen where people take these and make the dog beds and stuff? They're so adorable. Oh, that would be perfect for Ceci. In fact, she would love that.
So you have a dog.
You do have to put support stuff. Nice little craft project, right? No, I'm probably putting stuff in it. So that, and I know it's in the other one, so it's a hot mess. Yay! So it's empty, Robin. Oh, I wonder if Robin caught that. I'll have to tell her later. It's empty. We figured it out.
Empty.
I actually had empty stuff. So I'm looking for the letters for alphabet.
Indy has said, Janine's face is like, what the heck is going on with those
I know, right? I know. She's like, but that was in the video. I was like, I have this box, this suitcase, but I don't know what's in it. I think it's in, I don't know. Someone said, oh, please. Oh, we want to see what's in the thing. So.
I love it. I need to come and hang out more often. Learn some things.
Liz,
crossing in my life soon.
I have this crazy
crossing life.
Yeah, this is all right. We're going to organize this. We're going to figure it out. So I have this fantasy that my husband's going to help me with this. And there lies the problem. But I have wood. I mean, I can build it. Someone took suitcases and built a framework where it was perfectly like that suitcase would fit in this shelf perfectly. And then you have like another one. And they built this cute little grid with all this and all these little suitcases. I love that. That's my fantasy story. And yeah, I know they're just stuck up over here in a pyramid. So that's how. Sorry about that, Janine. I know. That was pretty funny.
Oh, it's fine.
The thing. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do. Okay. So I want to talk about one more thing before I mean, we have to talk about this. You're a writer. You wrote something, and and it was more. It was you want to talk. Give us a little brief pitch on that one because I like that. I love what you wrote.
And I don't even have my book with me. Normally, it's across the room. So yes, no, I'm a self-published author. I wrote my first book. I'm getting ready to write my second book. My first book I wrote it in 2014 and published in 2015. And my book is called Everything from Losing His Love to Finding God's Love. It's actually my own story, and it's my own personal journey through loss of a love relationship, dealing with anxiety and depression, finding myself again after being, becoming a single woman and finding myself through my own passions and my faith, essentially. And here I am now.
Now, did this start as a blog or anything, or was it just something you said, I'm going to write it down?
No. I mean, I spoke about this in a live a couple of weeks ago. Okay. How it started is that I literally was struggling with, the loss of my relationship. I was really down. I was really sad. And I would, be awake at night, not able to sleep. And so I started doing voice diaries because I was angry at God. Can't pray to God because you took him away from me. And
you know what? And I think a lot of people don't want to talk about that. They don't like me and being in chronic pain. Don't always say nice things, but I don't always pray about it. Sometimes I'm like, really?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was extremely angry. And you know, in the early hours of the morning, you can't be ringing your friends who have been on the phone to you for like 10 hours the whole day, listening to you crying. Oh my gosh, my life is. So I got my mobile phone and I started doing voice diaries to myself.
Yes, I like now. Y'all hear this? This is the part I want y'all to hear because everybody's like, I don't want to write. I don't have time to write. This is what you did, and this is beautiful.
Yes, that's what I did. I did voice diaries, and I got it out, and then I started to panic, thinking, oh my goodness, someone's going to find my phone and hear all my insane thoughts. So I felt like I had to. And this was, as I said, this was back in this was 2013, end of 2013 into 2014, and so I started to play back my voice notes and type them out. And then I found that as I was listening and typing them out, there was kind of like, it was quite cathartic, and there was like a freedom and a release that as I was hearing, it was helping me to heal. And then I could, you know, fast forward from that, a friend of mine who was also an author. She was hosting an event called Nothing is Impossible, helping people to just kind of discover themselves and realize, you know, there are no limitations, nothing is impossible. And that was to help me as well, kind of get over my grief and how I was feeling. And then I was so inspired, I started, you know, writing, and the rest is history. I wrote the book, and very proud of the journey, very proud of the story. My mom and some of my family members have still not been able to read the book fully, because for them it's really
hard to read. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, because quite early, I'm very honest in that book, and I've said it's my own story, and I think
my mum's that's the trick. You have to be. Hey, do you know if you can add a link if you're able to? Because I don't have you down as a moderator. I don't know. It is on Amazon, and I will put a link in the description.
It is on Amazon. Let me get that for you, because it's different. I'm here in Amazon. It's Amazon.co.uk. Let me go to Amazon.com and get the link for you. I
want to. While she's going to pull that up, I am trying to find letters. Why I can't find a B and a P? I'm trying to write the word alphabet. You think
you're trying to find a B and a P? Let me get it.
I know, that is crazy. So I'm still working on this, but I decided I wanted to make some really cute tags, because those are very small collage projects, you know, and kind of get me back into the mood. You know, we're always say we're going to do these things, and collage that I do enjoy doing. I just haven't done it in very much, and not very much lately. And you look at things like a big project. These are wonderful little small projects. I'm getting D's. I'm getting a D for a P. I'm doing it. You're going to watch me because I'm using a D. Jerry, I said that I really D. You know what? I was fixing to do that. Let me go fix that on. Let me go fix that on my Facebook. I thought you were one. That's what I thought.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna do something very quickly. Because I'm in the comments as well. So let me just quickly. I'm on my mobile in the comments as well. So let me just say, hey everyone, here's the link.
Thank you. But I do need to fix that for her.
Oh, I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do that. I don't
know. It may block you. I know unless I edit you as a moderator.
Yeah, you might have to add me. Yeah, I just realized they're not going to allow me to do that, because they'll block me for sharing my link.
Yeah, I don't have to go into happy. I would have to go on live. I would actually go on. It's going to make a noise when I do. So hang on, y'all. Volume off. Volume. Annie, you're so sweet. Okay.
Or we can change my. Let me change my. I don't know if I can change my.
All right, I got her on there. Thank you, because that's just the only one I haven't run in on today.
Okay. Or I'll change my. Let me not change my avatar. Let me change my name for a second.
All right.
I'm going to edit my name, and then I'll set it on.
Thank you, Annie. So yeah, I found a really cute P. I'm going to have to get out of here. I know I can always turn them out of the magazines just for this. So I found this. Okay, one of the things that we do, like with the students, I'm always talking about looking at stuff. I love it. I miss it. I miss it so much. But all the we love House Beautiful, because my mom donated a whole bunch, and I took them. Those kids shredded those magazines because of the cool texture. That's like a rug in the background, or a tapestry, or something weird. I don't know what it is, but they would grab these things for patterns and things like that. They were so much fun. And then rugs, you got a lot of rugs, and that was probably, if you're an art teacher, you're looking for some ideas. Yeah, get you some House Beautifuls. So I'm doing this. I keep knocking my letters around.
Oh dear. So I don't know if anyone can see the link properly.
Do what?
might have changed my name to the link a bit. It's a bit difficult for people to see, but
okay.
We can put
So
it maybe,
Annie, I did make her a moderator on Facebook, so she should be able to put it in here.
It's not allowing me to put the comments. It's allowing me to do private chat, but it's not allowing me to put the comment in. There's no space for me to type out.
I know it does that. You have to be a moderator. I could have added you just then. I didn't do
Never mind.
Yeah.
You can see the link.
Bees and bees, and look at LY.
Or if you search for it on Amazon, Everything by Janine Cummings. That's my name.
I love the title. That was it. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good. Now, Deb just popped on. She's also a writer. So I do have another kind of obscure channel that I just thought I was going to kick off better, and I would love to start doing lives on that one, and find writers who really want to talk about the writing process. But I want to say I know that. Annie is a very talented person, and she could write some good stories. She wrote a cute little children's story, like publish that story. I can't talk. I have a children's story too. I haven't published.
I love writing.
It, but she had made these characters, and she can just do photo illustrations. Just do it. I know. This is the year of we just need to do it. We just got to get this done.
Writing. I really enjoyed the writing process of writing my book. And discovering a lot of things about myself, and also the freedom that I found in sharing my truth. I mean, there were moments when I was writing the book and I thought, worrying about family, friends, judgments, because when you're sharing the inner parts of your difficult,
that is very difficult.
It is. Absolutely. And I was there's in my book in chapter 4, it's called Flesh versus Spirit. And it's very, very early on in the book. And it's very raw about some of the challenges that I went through as a young person and how it impacted how I viewed relationships, how I viewed men, how I viewed myself. And there was a lot of things that my mum didn't know that I was going through or doing. And so, and when I was writing it, I remember thinking, oh my goodness, this is everything here. And when I share this, people are I felt like I was going to be rejected, but I also thought about the fact that it was really important for me to focus on those who I was going to be able to help, more so than those who may judge me. And that's, again, my attitude around live streaming as well. When I say to people,
that was very good pointer you said today. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you've got to share your message. I mean, I read a book a few years back called The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. And it's a book told, the first half of the book is told in a parable, and the second half is the parables broken down. And it's a story of a character called what's the character's name? His name is Ordinary. No, is his name Ordinary? Yes, the character's name is Ordinary. He is a nobody from the land of familiar. And he gets given this big dream, and he decides to go and pursue his big dream, even though everything goes against him. And the point that I'm trying to make is that without spoiling the book for you, it's an amazing story. But the author, when he's breaking down the story, he does say something that's really, really stuck with me, is that, that when we don't respond to our gifts and the calling on our life, because our gifts are not just for us, it's for other people. And we see that here with what you're doing, Jerry. You're sharing your gifts to inspire and build community and all the other things that you're doing. But he was saying that if we don't respond, there's somebody in the world who doesn't make it, and not just, they don't pursue their dream, they don't survive. And that we have that assignment and that power, and that we cannot not pursue it, So that inspired me to keep going at times when I thought it was difficult, You've got to do it.
You have to. And it is hard. And I would say just writing like what you did, writing I know that even just writing a fiction, Annie had posted that she wrote a novel. Was it fiction or nonfiction, Annie? That 500 pages. That's a big commitment. But I will say this: writing nonfiction, writing women's fiction, whatever I wrote fiction, but maybe either way, I wrote romantic scenes, and I oh my gosh, my friends are just gonna freak. But you just got to get back. You just don't want to read the other ones. But I know I've heard of Dave Barry actually. So real quick, so it is fiction. So real quick, now Janine had mentioned something on the video. My gosh, y'all have just got to go and check her out. Where it was a Sunday chat kind of thing, and she's talking about doing it. And she had this is a very popular. I have been part of writing groups, and they have been very successful with self-published books. Doing the Amazon and doing that kind of stuff. My biggest thing is always editing, making sure you're, my editor did not, they failed me in a couple of areas, but that's editing your own work is very hard. Because you in your brain have read the sentence ahead because you know everything it's supposed to say, so you will not catch your mistakes. You have to have good editing. Absolutely. Now, I don't think a 500-page book is too long because it depends on what it's about. As long as it's moving, it can be as long as you want it. So your publishing experience, real briefly, something you want to, because I like that part of the story as well. You were talking about is that your experience with self-publishing.
Yes. I actually, my experience was that I actually worked with a young writer. Well, she's not young now at the time. Well, young. A young writer. She was publishing her own book, and she'd been through the self-publishing process. And she didn't, she wasn't a, mentor or a coach or anything like that at the time. But she had, because she'd actually been through it, and I didn't know what to do with my book. Once it was written, I didn't know what the next step was. And so she agreed to support me and help me through the self-publishing process to get my book published. But the wonderful thing is that she, since then, I was her very first mentee, and she's now since gone on to launch her own business, her own publishing company, and has published multiple authors, hundreds and hundreds of authors, best-selling authors, amazing. And she's just absolutely amazing. It was such a gift for her to help me in that way, because I had no clue. But yes, I'll be working with her again when I do my my second book.
Good. That is awesome. Yeah. Now you're going to keep it as another. Are you going to keep it on your business, more business related, or is it going to be on your personal growth?
No. This is the thing why it's taken me so long to write a second book, because I was going back and forth between whether or not I wanted to write another book about my life or I wanted to do a business book. Everyone says, well, write a business book. If you're an entrepreneur, you should write a business book and so forth. And but it's never been, if I'm just being honest, at the stage where I am, where I was deciding what the second book was, it wasn't in my heart to write a business book.
Right.
So it's the second book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the second book is actually the part 2 to the first book. But the second book covers my journey through entrepreneurship. So in a sense, it really is. It's, it was, the first book was about loss of personal relationships and how the Lord brought me through that. And then the second book is about, going through that process and then going through, the journey of entrepreneurship, because I have been on a really difficult journey, and that's a conversation for another day. But, starting your own business from scratch, and, some of the journeys that I've been on, traveling to Thailand and all these different things, trying to pursue my big dream, and all of that stuff. Yeah. So yes, it's a lot. So I want to share that story as well.
Yeah, Andy is asking if your content creating is your full-time job.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Yeah. So I'm actually a coach. So I basically teach entrepreneurs how to, essentially show up and build a strong personal brand with video. So that's in the form of one-to-one coaching, membership, group coaching programs. So I've been doing that. I've been live streaming, like I said, since 2015, but I started my business in 2017. So I've been coaching for, my goodness, almost 5 years now, and absolutely love what I do. So I've got to work with amazing women. But my whole thing started off with live streaming. I created a community called Women of Worth. And I don't know if any of you know about L'Oreal's campaign that they created to celebrate women for the changes and things that they were doing in the community, as opposed to the whole thing around celebrating women for how they look.
No, I didn't know this.
I think their campaign's still running. So I built a community around that campaign back in 2015, and built a massive community of over 5,000 live streamers, women entrepreneurs. We used to do things like Pass the Cast. There's lots of videos on YouTube around women. So lots of things. So yeah, so it's in my heart. It's been in my heart for a long time. But I love coaching. I love teaching people how to use video, and I love seeing people grow and blossom and bring their talents to the forefront through video as well. So yeah.
That's what she does. Yeah, that's I gotta get that. I'm gonna get rid of this person.
You got
you know somebody. Yeah, when you're
A sunbotty. A sunbot. I tell you what, I will say this to you. I mean, I don't know if
we've had worse.
Oh, listen, trolls are nothing. Not nothing as because they are people, if they are. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if your community knows about the app. It's shut down now. The Periscope live streaming app.
No, I did not heard of that.
Yeah, but they shut it down last year. So basically, that's how I got started with live streaming. It's one of the first apps before Facebook Live came about, and it was an app just purely for live streaming. And they had something which was called the global map, where you could actually go onto the global map and you'd be able to see throughout the world people who were live streaming at that time. You'd be able to zoom into that country or that state or, you know, where it was and connect with that person on that live stream. And that's how I met so many people. But what I wanted to say, the point that I wanted to make is that, you know, back then there were no controls for trolls at all.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing at all. And on that platform, there used to be trolls that would create communities that would just troll people's live streams. So, for example, a troll would come in. So, for example, you're live. I've jumped into your live. And then I've shared your live with my community, and then everybody comes in and then starts commenting troll comments. That's what we used to have to deal with. Yeah, so horrible. Yeah, but having said that, those of us who streamed on the, I mean, they did bring in monitoring controls. Eventually, they had to, but we learned to be really, really tough-skinned around it, and there was kind of we all rallied around and supported each other with it. And for me now, that's one of the things as I teach my clients and my students as well. That, you know, don't worry about trolls, because I've been called every name under the sun by trolls. I've been called all the things, and that's why when trolls come into my live streams, I'm like, oh, we don't worry about, we're not bothered about trolls here. If trolls are coming in, more people are being seeing the content.
Yeah, most of them get like the bots. But I have I mean, I haven't gotten a bad troll. I've got the ones that are like, oh, hey, you know, coming in and being all, I don't know, flirty or something, but not the bad ones yet. Don't tempt them. Mostly bots get on there, a lot of that kind of stuff. You still pop, but that is great that you can block them. Oh my gosh, and I can't imagine. I'm so spoiled. I'm so spoiled with the good life. But you are from the school of hard knocks. That's for sure.
I am from the school of. I've been doing it for a long time. I've seen everything possible. I remember there was a live streamer who was a coach. She was all about wealth, creating wealth. I won't mention her name because we're on YouTube, but bless her heart, she would multi-stream with 2 different devices. But back then we didn't have third-party tools like StreamYard. So she'd have her different mobiles streaming to Facebook or wherever.
Brilliant. There you go.
She had alopecia. So she used to wear a wig. And then there was an occasion where she was live streaming, multi-streaming, and she said goodbye to the audience and ended one of her live streams and didn't realize, forgot that the other one was still going.
That's like
pulled off her wig. But the thing is, it was so amazing because, you know, amazing in the sense like, you know, she was very embarrassed. She turned off the live stream. But after that, she didn't wear her wigs anymore because she struggled with alopecia and, you know, and she was still accepted. And one of the things is that people love those whom they can relate to. And when we show the human side of us and that we're not perfect, and, you know, I mean, I've cried on live streams.
The human side here.
But her popularity shot up. You know, it shot up completely.
Wow, that is. But you know, in that standpoint, I'm so grateful for some of the education you get on YouTube for things like that, and you know, the people who will come forward. Talking about bearing your soul, she did a lot. You know. Did a lot for the people who are dealing with things like that.
Absolutely.
And that is a big deal. I mean, that's it meant to happen. That was a thing that was just meant to happen.
It was. Yeah, I think the popularity shot up after that, you know, so good things come out of all things.
You know, it's like with fibromyalgia. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be the platform for my channel, but that is something I talk about every now and then. But I'm even surprised. I'm shocked and amazed how much it's affecting me. I really thought I was tougher than this, but oh no, I was wrong. It has challenged me in ways I didn't think possible, but I was members of, you know, these Facebook groups to the point where I can't even read it because the things I think I have it bad, and there's people who have it a lot worse. But I did have someone reach out to me on on my video that I kind of did talking about it, and it was the saddest thing I ever saw. And it was, I told I'm just sitting here waiting to die, and I was like, yeah, I mean, we've been there, but bearing that part of your soul is really hard to do. But usually, so much pain, and you think these are the things I'm gonna do with my day, and you get up and you're like, I can't even move. And you have to try to move and get your day going. It takes that time, but you do have those moments where you're just like, that's one, and it is like part of the hoarding, crafting, everything I do, I seem to do now because I'm distracting myself from that. It's better to stay distracted. I'm making the craziest letters. I'm just like freehanding these really weird letters, but there's my alphabet. I got my alphabet written on there. I think I'll find something like a sticker or something else to put on it. And then put some on the back because that's what we do. I hate, you just kind of wish you were strong, and then something happens that makes you have to be strong, and then you're like, okay, yeah. And purging a lot was, getting back to the writing process, the purging of some stuff helped, you and I can imagine. And there are things I know when I've written different books. Like I wrote a lot of books, I just didn't get them all finished and published because I kind of at that editing stage. But I have used lines in my life, in my books, that were like, I remember dating someone, and that, the person pretty much got in a position where they had to choose between me and someone else because she kind of got someone else it was expecting, but she didn't tell him, it was a long story. But anyway, that was like, when you're young, you make some really stupid stories, just like that kind of stuff. So I was involved with someone in that predicament, and he didn't want to be with her. I mean, he didn't. Well, then she just kept on, and she'd moved away even. Anyway, so that's why we started seeing each other. She was kind of out of the picture, because some people do that. Anyway, she decided she needed him. And he says to me, I really have to go be with her. I have to go make, like with her, that kind of stuff. And he said, because she needs me. And I was like, yeah, but I want you. That's, the different. I mean, isn't that different? It's like, I don't know. But he made the right choice. They actually never got married though. But they just lived together. So it was weird. And I said, now that looking back, boy, don't you love those mistakes? Those things happen in your life for a reason. But it was that was not the life I would have wanted. Now that in the long run, I've been much better off. But you don't see it, and you have to. Those are things you have to work through.
Yes, absolutely.
But then my cathartic moment was I want to put that feeling in what it felt like into the story, about what it's like when someone is, and I say needy in the way like, I need you financially to support me. I need you, she needed that kind of stuff too. That's a big part of the need, because I don't know if emotionally she was ever really in it. I don't know. Just kind of stayed out of it. But that feeling of just being that other person was like, well, you're like, why did I get involved in this? Goodness. But the growth that other person has to go through in that process. But yeah, I just like, well, I don't want to be in a relationship. But men love to be needed. They love it. Part of the problem, guys. It makes you feel so heroic.
Yes.
But yeah, but it was great to kind of stick that in that book, because it was just that moment.
Yeah.
To use that line somewhere. Oh, I like that line. I'm gonna use it. Oh yeah, it's like ABC. Oh, anyway, that was just something I did for fun. I was just doing that.
I like that. So cool.
All right, yeah. So that anyway, I got so many of these. I have like 10 million of these to make. I need like 5 for just yarn alone. So we're talking about organizing, and I'm bouncing around, but I'm getting back to the organizing from the I hate what? Oh, I hate that. So what did you just write, Annie? I think you typed out somebody had it. I don't know. We're talking about a hat. What hat? I think it's just a typo. Oh, and I hate that. I don't like that. So my yarn. I love yarn. I don't know what it is about yarn. I don't know. I'm a kind of a squirrel. That is me. I'm a squirrel today. I'm reading all these comments.
I can see them.
But I can't find my yarns because I'm so clever. I have fancy yarn. I was walking around looking. I do have labels that say yarn, but I have different kinds of yarn. And like I put all my cheap yarn in a thing that I would take to school, and that we would make God's eyes, if y'all know what that is. Or we make these. Actually, I have this thing. I just love yarn because you can do so many fun things with it. So I
Oh,
made
wow.
my art students did this, and we just went and got sticks
Nice.
and we wove them together and we did this fun stuff.
So
So then
creative.
I was doing this with the cheaper yarn. So I had all those in a bag. I mean, in a container. I realized I have like 5 or 6 different things of yarn and I was like, I don't know. That's hard to sort through. And on that one, I used a variety of yarns. I think it's nipping on one big container and quit, having to look 5 different places. So Janine's thoughts, yarn. Okay, lady, let's talk yarn. Yes, she is thinking that because she knits. You're gonna get back into knitting, aren't you?
Yes, I do actually. I do
When you
need to
do,
get into all the things that kind of are relaxing and just, like I like doing adult coloring as well. But I kind of got out of that. Yeah. I used to I was doing that quite a lot. Well, I did it a lot in 2020 when things were really just madness, but yes, I've kind of gotten busy with business and stuff and work and all the rest of it. So I haven't been doing it as consistently as I used to, but definitely things like that, knitting, definitely need to go back into some kind of
the nice thing about knitting is if you're good, you can actually do 2 things. And my sister can watch TV, carry on a conversation, and knit. And I'm like, how? She has that brain. Not knitting is hard because you have to count. Is that you have to be that kind of person who can count subconsciously, I guess. Count your stitches or just have that sense about it. So I don't know if that's always the best multitasking kind of job. But yeah, what do you do to get? I know you run, but when you're running, are you thinking business the whole time, or can you get that out of
no. When I'm doing my running, I mean I'm somebody who runs in silence. I don't run with any headphones in. I don't like anything like that because I get my creative downloads when I'm out running, and that's when I kind of just like to just clear things out. So I love running. I use running for that time to just kind of tune out and listen in and see what downloads come. But I don't listen to a lot of people. I don't like a lot of noise. And I also, because I go running at sometimes some ridiculously early times, it's quite dark. So I like to be aware because I mean, not to get heavy on your live stream, but we had a spate last year of women being, attacked here in London.
We cover all sorts of topics. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it was quite, there was a period of time where we were kind of, I mean, I'm always quite aware when I'm running anyway, but it was a bit of a horrible time in the city, for a little while last year. So so I'm very much like no headphones. No, I want to be able to hear and see everything.
That's a run off. Yeah, editing is why people need Deb Faircraft. I'm one of the hell. Oh yeah, she is okay. Deb just popped in with the editing. So absolutely. So that is good that you have that escape from just constantly thinking about work and going,
Noise. Yeah. I'm I'm very much a nature person. I have to go out. I mean, where I live, even though I'm in the city, I live on the outskirts pretty much of London. So there's a lot of outdoor green spaces. So I do a lot of walking. So I'm somebody who just loves to be out in nature. I like to be able to hear. I like to be able to feel and so forth. Because as I said, for me, I'm always seeking out peace because, I do a lot of this stuff. I'm on the camera and all the rest of it. But a lot of people don't believe me when I say that I'm an introvert and I like a lot of my alone time. And I like long walks and I like to take in nature and I walk down my local canal and I look at, all the ducks, the swans, the geese. And that's for me is just, just great. I love all of that stuff. So that's
we have a wonderful park and I love to go out and just to be chilling. But I used to walk on a track, like a rubberized track, and I loved it because except I had to come home and walk my dog after that. I'm like, this is not working. I'm walking too much. But no, the time, it was just taking up so much time. But books said that during that time. No, I did listen because but no, I could not do it if I was walking around. I see these people are jogging on the side of the road, like not even on the sidewalk, on the side of a road with headphones on. I'm like, I
run in the road. I'm one of those obnoxious runners.
Headphones on. I mean, they have
I don't know how they do that.
Can you not?
I run in the road just because of the time that I run, and also if I'm running in more obscure places, I want people to be able to see me. I also want to be able to see if someone's going to jump out of a bush, but I can see you first before you see me, so I can run off. So yes, I do that. I do run, but I'm very cautious. I mean, I have a head torch when I'm running as well, so a lot of people look at me like.
But I'm talking, is it busy street though, or is it? Do you have sidewalks? We have no shoulders.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we have
Sidewalk,
we
yeah,
have
right
pavement.
where a good shoulder and things like I'm talking areas. Oh, my little stamp is like dying. Something happened to this stamp. I thought I'd test it out. It's kind of dead. Oh, kind of messed it
Oh.
up. Oh well, I can always just fix that. I'm not worried. Who is Steve? Is a great guy. And I introduced him to live streaming. That is great. I mean, I don't know who Steve is though. Who is Steve? Steve from
Indiana is giving me a recommendation.
Mhm.
Got to check out YouTube channel London Visited. Yes, I
That's
love
it.
my
There
city.
you go. Absolutely. No, she did a live with him for Christmas and it was adorable. And he's got a really good channel. I mean, as far as things that are kind of, I don't want to say obscure, but just not off the beaten path, but they're like things you can do with your family and things that are not really expensive, but still a lot of fun. So we did enjoy
Awesome.
watching that. He's a fun guy.
I'm gonna look it up. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Jerry, I'm gonna have to jump off in a moment because it's now 9:15.
I'm glad you guys get to do this because there's just things I think you would benefit. Your videos are amazing. Y'all need to watch them because a lot of my people are like live streamers and you have so many good ideas. So many.
Yeah,
So
no,
thank
absolutely.
you.
There's a library. I mean, what I would say is that, and it's, you guys go and have a look at the content, because what I wanted to do with this 100 days, I didn't want to just be going live for going live sake. Yeah, getting onto YouTube and going live every day. I wanted to make it meaningful. I wanted to still create really valuable content, and not all of the lives are going to stay up anyway. Some of them are going to, because I won't keep all of them up because not all of them are, particularly as valuable.
Well, it's going to be, okay, think about that a minute. It's going to be weird to have 100 and not have 100. So you need to have,
I know.
I'm
still going to carry on. That's the thing. I'm not.
I love that though. I mean, I think that was a really fun thing. I try to catch you. I'll say, but you're going to, like I said, revisit the idea of when you're going to go live in the future and things like that.
I still will be going live. Oh no, absolutely. No, so all I'll be doing, because I'm continuing on with what I'm doing on YouTube, because the whole point was create valuable content, but also because I'd been inconsistent with YouTube, I wanted to, really leverage the platform and build community. See if I could build community in the same way that I have been able to on other platforms, because I've done it over the years.
Right.
So,
and we have friends who are moving from Facebook over to, and that is another thing. It would really
that's
help
the thing
them.
for me. Yeah, I mean, the thing is I actually had started my 100 days on Facebook on the 1st of September, and then I stopped around day 36 or 37, because obviously doing what I do as a live video strategist, I was looking at it and I'm like, this is not working. Also, the content is disappearing content. It's all, there's just way too many variables that sees your content not succeed. So so that's why I wanted to move on, because I've got, Facebook community and all that stuff over there. But, I've been on Facebook for many years, and I've always wanted to explore YouTube. But, YouTube is tough, isn't it? It's not as straightforward or easy as going live on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So but yeah, I wanted to. So yes, we will still be continuing, Jerry. It just won't be 7 days. I'll be doing mixing between live streaming and pre-recorded video. So it'll be a mix.
So be sure y'all hit that notification button so you can check out when she's going live. Anyway, everybody, a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thanks, everybody.
I will continue making my tags. So hang on.
Oh, I want to see them. Jerry, we have to connect. You said you're on Facebook. I was asking you earlier on, but I think you missed what I said. I asked you earlier on, Jerry, you've been ignoring me. You're not my piece to my parents anymore, Jerry. I said to Jerry earlier on when we were live, I said, I don't think we're live, Jerry. I can't see the live, and Jerry missed that. And then I said to you earlier on, do you have a Facebook group, Jerry? That's what I was asking.
I do. I have one, and it's like it's got my name as an artist and Happy Hoarder is all under one thing, and it's should be in my description. I don't know. I need to go check.
Yeah, well, we'll connect because we've been chit-chatting on Instagram.
Very detailer, I believe, and then a Happy Hoarder. So we got some really great feedback from people. Thanks for brightening up our day. Yay. So I know that, and I'd say this is a great group of people, and they will definitely spread the love. I know, because
I will be looking at some of the channels. So I'll be coming back. In any case, I'll still be listening in. I'm just going to jump off because I've got to do a bit of things. But I'm in the live stream.
Yeah, she needs to go eat. She's about to go eat. So we got it's like late.
I'm here.
Right? You spent over an hour well, technically, we won't talk about that first 10 minutes. But hey, back to the fear of going live. Yes, things do go wrong. They will always go wrong. Just
keep going.
Roll with it, baby.
Yeah.
I
actually commented with my wrong handle.
Right, my own song. Anyway, thanks again, and y'all hang
on.
Right,
no worries. I'm gonna jump in on my right handle. I commented on my wrong channel, so I'm gonna go on to Video for Bosses, and I'm gonna come back in and hang out with you. Take care, guys. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for having me. Take care.
I absolutely enjoyed it so much. Bye.
I did too. Take care. Bye.
So that was amazing. She is incredible, and I really enjoyed that. Anyway, this is the one I actually did. I stamped over with a stamp that's kind of melty. My stamp got a little melty right there, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought it'd be fun because it's so cute. Look, it didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with that stamp. Issues. Oh, don't you hate stamping? You got to clean out your stamps when you're done. But I want to make one that says glue. So I'm using a lot of glue in the making of it. This is just a piece of fabric. I'm using magazines today. I have tons of stuff, great colored stuff. I even pulled this because I thought it was really cute. It's just weird stuff. I have all these different colors, but I'm pulling my words out of, I think this is my Southern accents. Oh, such good letters, really good letters. I want it to say glue. So I got to find letters the right size. I have a good G on the front, so it's coming off the front. Yeah, that was my other thing, like organizing all of this stuff for doing. Is anybody else doing collage stuff at all? A little bit, maybe. Let's see. I have stamps. I have stamps, Erica, and I like your new name change, by the way. That is Rainbow Bites. Has changed her name to Rainbow Fairy Crafter because that's awesome. And she made the cutest little house. Y'all need to go check out her video with her plaid products. They're awesome. She is now a plaid ambassador, and so she is on it. She's getting stuff and building stuff. But she made this little, like, I don't know, kind of like a wishing pond, or it used to, it was like, oh no, I just lost my G. Like a pool, like a little wading pool, and it's so cute. And then my G fell into the abyss, otherwise known as my floor. There it is. So, and it's so cute. I love it. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to put them on eBay. I had a whole bunch in a box. I was sorting through my eBay dead pile, and I was doing that and trying to, get that kind of stuff organized. And what I did, hang on a second. I'm going to try something real quick and see if I can get it to work now, because I couldn't get it to work earlier. And that was, I'm going to get my second camera up and running. We'll see. I also have a little bit of trouble, because that's the thing with me a lot of lately. Camera mic. Let's see which one it is. Webcam. Make sure I have no audio on. No audio. Maybe I can just turn it down. Try that. And go. Oh, no, wait. So I found out how you can use two cameras. That's not how you do it. I'm sorry. So that's so I turned that off. Okay, so that's what it was happening. And I was having trouble. I can't get it to quit doing that. And I even had the sound down. I don't know. I know. Wasn't that beautiful? It was such a beautiful sound. Where is my thing? So another day in I don't know how to fix that. I got to figure that one out. So there's my G. I just wanted to do something fun with all these things. I think these are really good little warm-up exercises if you want to start doing either the crafting or the junk journaling, to just make tags for your stuff. And I don't know how to sort all these weird things that I have. I'm not going to sit down and cut a bunch of letters out and sort my letters. I'm not that desperate. But I do have a lot of, oh my goodness. How are you going to do that? I got an L on this one. You know you're a no L's. Oh, ruffle. There it is. It's got my L. So I've got that. Forever to figure out Facebook, but here's Sherry's Facebook. Is Janine still here? Oh, thank you. Oh, she said she's in the background. So Janine, she just posted my Facebook page for the G2 Taylor. Thank you for doing that, because I forgot if that one's my G2 or the other one was. Yeah, so, but yeah, getting back just to doing little, these are small projects, easy to do. And like, so you can make your own tag. If you joined me a little bit late and missed it, I was kind of constructing my own tags out of different materials. And be sure you get some of these. I don't buy a whole bunch. Anyway, make sure you have like little paper tags to us, just, those little, what do they call it? We have a name for those, but I'm not going to say it online. But little hole protectors, a good thing. Yeah, she got it. Thank you for that. So those are just little things you can make yourself, and then tie it off with some strings or whatever I'm sure you have, yarn. I love our yarn. So tag everything well, because apparently when I put things in little bitty tags I can't see them. And I don't go back and I had to open them or look for them or whatever. So I'm going to put big, bright, colorful tags. I used to have a really good brain, and now it's kind of changed a little bit over the years, but I could remember where things were easily, and I didn't have to label everything. But now it's gotten a lot harder because I have more stuff, for one thing, which an unexpected consequences for getting what is in that box. I think we expected that, didn't we? Right? So those of you who I think participated is pretty much a lot of us that's on here right now. Indy, oh my gosh, I am so proud of you. Indy, she just got some serious work done. I mean, you really did a major transformation with your room, with getting the shelves and all that kind of stuff. It looks amazing. I love all your little matchy stuff. I am going to go back and watch people's one at a time, because I was in that group of people who were trying to watch as many as you could, because I love you and I want to support you. And I wish I could have gotten more people. I don't think I could have followed enough people if I tried to do that and my own at the same time. So you are, okay, so that was really funny. Fabi's saying about the changing your bins and all that. Yeah, I was trying to sort things out. I know that is a good turnout, because we all need to get organized. I think we all needed that push to do it. And, and that really helped, because I have a million other things to be doing, like putting away Christmas. I still haven't done that. I started out on a really good note with organizing like Christmas crafts, thinking I had all the time in the world. So I was pulling things that I'm going to do Christmas in July. So I was putting things in a box so I could get some Christmas stuff done ahead of time. So I did that. And then I, you know what? I don't like what I'm doing here. I actually don't like how this is turning out, because I can't see I see my G, but I don't see my L. Let me get my L off. I gotta get a new L. I have a new plan now, because we can do that. We can replan it. Yeah. And I would find boxes, and I think everything would be so organized in that box. And then my box wouldn't be big enough for my stuff. So I would have to go back and put in a bigger box. And then that meant sometimes emptying another box in order. I don't even. My brain is a dark and scary place. But I would literally empty a box in order to put other stuff in that box and get the stuff that was in that box and find another. It just got to be chaotic. So it's kind of nice to see people who are really starting from scratch. And Annie is a good example of that, where she was really starting with new stuff to get all organized. There should be a challenge to Christmas. I love that. I think that should be a thing. I think it's a good one. That's kind of like those challenges where you, hey, I saved my truck. I don't know where I put it. I have the truck with a little tree in the back, and I saved it. I just gonna take the truck out and do it that way. So I can still use the truck, but I can just pop that little wooden tree out. It's one of those Dollar Tree crafts. What did I just say? Dollar Tree crafts. That CJ sent me. But I did kind of pull some stuff like that too. Oh, let's do it girly. There you go. I love it. You can, I know, I'm just gonna actually the tree was broken. Kind of got damaged during shipping, so it's already messed up anyway, which is why I didn't use it. I could have used it. I could have fixed it. In fact, I had to fix something else. I know. So yeah, I decided to put this bright orange stripe. This is actually iced tea. It's a picture of iced tea. I know. I just love all these patterns and things you can find. And once you cut it down to weird stuff like that. Oh, that was my L. I need a new L. I kind of ruined this one. Don't worry. I got more. I got more L's. Yes, I have I have stickers of letters. Oh, you know what? That would be cute. What are my stickers? I got tons of stickers. Oh, they're big. So I have all these stickers. I mean, crazy crazy stickers that are just thrifted. So they're really random, but I have, these are really cute right here. Those are kind of fun. I could do them all the same. Oh, so I mean, and these came, I have a bunch of these, this style. And I also have some pretty ones, but these are way too big, but I will find a use for them somewhere. Aw, these are cute. Those are super cute. Anyway, these came out of my recent purchase, a box, like a big bin. I paid a lot for it, actually, of stuff for scrapbooking. So that's where these came from. I think I'm going to do glue. Maybe use a sticker from an L. If I can find a good sticker. Lowercase sticker. And we never can tell with those. Since I lost it anyway. Oh, now I have glue everywhere. I kind of got a little carried away with that glue on this one. All right, so yeah, I wanted to like aim my thing down so you can see what I was doing, but now, you know, I can't get this other camera to work. What I need to do is get on live. I'll probably get my husband or somebody later to just kind of do a live with me and that we can work, see if we can work some of this out. So these are things that are, when Janine was talking about doing a live, if you're afraid, these are the things you fear. And you just got to push past them. Or me sitting here thinking I was organized and I had a hole punch right behind me. Because that's my office supplies back here somewhere. But I will say about this, this looks a little better, doesn't it? I think it's a little neater. I saw that mess, but it's a little better. And not being organized and not having everything you want or something going wrong, like my sound and all that. You just have to move. What's wrong with it? Gotta go. Keep it going. You can say don't let it bother you, but always gonna bother you. I don't know why I'm determined to make these letters all crazy, but I am. You know, you can use an N. This is a U, but it looks like an N as well. I have glue all over my fingers, guys. Oh, look. See? The N. U. Who knew? This is such a hot mess. Mine doesn't look. Let's see. I share my sentiments with your background above. Thank you. That's so sweet. With Mod Podge resin, I know. This, yeah, I guess you could put that over. There's another thing you could. Everything's dry. I think I'm gonna go back and just go ahead and Mod Podge them when they're dry, because I like to just one more level of stuff to do. Make them a little bit more permanent. I think they would hold together with this glue. I put way too much glue on this one. Yes, it is. So that my L is kind of crazy looking though. I don't like that L. And I got the right to change, right? I need a cool E, and I had an E, and then I cut out a whole bunch of letters, and I lost my E. Anyway, yeah, I'm pulling this E off of this again. Same E. Oh, yeah, another thing I found in my stash, these are the cutest things. Look at these. They're backward. They are backwards to you because I thought it's adorable, and they're like little metal stencils. And it's got them, thrifted. And I also got the word happy birthday. And I think you're supposed to, I do want to try the resin. I know I'm squirreling on y'all again, but you can just pull certain letters off of that if you wanted to. But I think this is also not just a trace, but it's for embellishing, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have an embellisher. So I could just do a letter. I don't want that kind. I have stencils somewhere. Another thing. They're probably in that basket in the very bottom. But that was one of the things about getting everything organized for the challenge, was how much paint I had scattered in different areas. And I kept finding more paints, different types of paints, So I found some that I forgot I had. That was the kind that you put on any, wait, hang on a second. So I have this thing called Patio. If y'all use this is by, I don't know. Is that a Play product? So obviously I've had it a while. So I had this. I thrifted it though, so I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, I completely forgot I had the multi-surface. Yeah, so I had a lot of this, which is a Play product. It's by Folk Art. So that was interesting to find those paint. Like, oh, I forgot about these. I don't know what's going on. 3 order what? Y'all are doing great. So they sent me 3 orders in one big box. Um, I do, yeah. That so not that that's junk, but I can't get it right now. I just can't. I have too many other projects to work on before I start resin, but I do want. I've seen some amazing stuff made out of that, especially for the dolls. And if I start thinking, okay, getting back to organizing and what I'm fixing to say, if I start thinking about what I'm really doing, then I can organize a little bit better. So then I could have like my Gothic girls theme and then my Santa theme or Christmas theme. And then I have, and everything else it's amazing what you can throw in the assemblage pile. Everything else pretty much goes in there because you can use anything. And look, I have something that wants to be my friend here. Why are you stuck to me? What? Are you my E? No. So that's where it gets crazy because I can always think of what I could do with this thing, you know? That's that thing. Oh, it's the same E. I don't want to use that. Okay, so it turns out the E is the same letter from here is the U is from the same font. I am not liking that L at all. I'm so picky. This is why y'all it takes me hours to get something done. Can't make up my mind what I want it to look like. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not cutting it. So I couldn't use that because I don't want to use the same letters because it's got to look like a proper you know, ransom note with a bunch of different letters. I don't even know why I have that. There's no letters. And this by no means start saying, hey, Robin, hey, by the way, I opened up the suitcase. It's empty, but it's really nice inside. It's really a good one. I just haven't used it. Yeah, that's crazy. I have a lot of places to store things, so it's going to get a lot worse. Yeah, I bet the dolls, I someone had made a comment on it was my live stream. I mean, you know, that one about the dolls. Yeah, when I start to think about it, I have dolls everywhere. They're all over the place. They're scary little creatures. They're taking over my life. It's just time. I just had to make the time to pay. I'm trying to find an L. Give me a nice L. I'm good capital. I see a lot of capital L's that I like. Doing it. Okay, this is to me is more fun than paper any day. Check out that wallpaper. I'm totally, yeah, that's why would you have that wallpaper? I don't think I could sleep at night with that many birds all around me. My mother had some bird wallpaper, so I know. It was in the dining room, but not that crazy. That is some crazy. No, they stole your note. Oh, you know what you did talk. I was supposed to say, I heard somebody tell that story before. It was you. The gnomes. That's right. It was some kids, some boys or something. Oh, that is so funny. Wait, what? Oh, you clean what? Oh, yeah. What were you cleaning? I was cleaning my dog's ice cream. Oh, I know. It's so don't even. The thing, okay, so let's talk about all the fun things you can do with magazines. And one of the fun things, and I've done them with my kids, because you know what? I am always looking for things for students to do that they can do from home. You know, we had a lot of materials they don't really get to have at home. Like a lot of kids can't paint at home. And of course, I want to do that. I want them to have that experience. But I always call them kids. I know I'm from old school. What can I say? From school in the, before all that was a thing. But the students really like the things that they can they have magazines at home that they can cut up. But we make those necklaces, we make the beads. Have y'all ever made that? If any of y'all ever made the beads out of the newspaper, I'm sorry, we can use newspaper out of the magazines pages. And that's another thing, another great reason to hoard the good magazines, like better, like and Architectural Digest and all that kind of stuff. The paper's so good and it's really thick. So if you like those, my mom does. I don't buy those. Well, yeah, the beads are so cute. I love those things too. And if I ever see those out, because I really love those things. And they're just fun. And so we made those, and the kids were great. Like this, I could see a lot. See, let's look at the pattern on that. And that's wallpaper. That is so cute. And that's why I hoard old magazines. I try not to. I'm trying. That's another thing. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of, not to do this. And I just take them. Yeah, normally I take them to, Rolling Hills, that kind of stuff. But since I was using them for the students, all the ones that they kind of trash, I kept. And then I took the rest that didn't have pages ripped out of it. Oh, come on. Find it. There's got, ooh, that's a pretty E. I found a really pretty E. I'm so proud of this E. So yeah, if you get your hands, now not all magazines are great, but these are great. They're paid, the quality. I could get I wish I had some other magazines maybe. Because these are the kind I say, but listen, you hear that paper and look at the color. You know that's gonna make a pretty bead. And look at that E. And present tense. Got a lot of E's to go from. I really love the big one. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm using it. I was like, I could use it for something fancier. You people in your crickets. I just cut mine out of magazines. Yeah. I wish I had one, but I don't want one because I have no place to put it. Because if I had a place to put a Cricut machine, I would have my sewing machine out. Because I've seen you people. You got a lot. It comes with a lot of stuff. Nice table setting too. Isn't that the cute? I know. Isn't yellow and blue and white? Isn't that so fun? This is so happy. I love those colors together. That is a crazy looking E. Anyway, so I hope that you will make some fun tags for your labels. And you, Andy, how did you? I know. Well, see, nothing you can do because are you making labels, Annie? Are you making those for all your boxes? Or you because they're open? You don't feel like you need any? Because I think I'd still do it just because it looks cute. All right. I am making a statement with that E, y'all. I did it. Glue. Ugh. There it is. I'm gonna put something else on it because I want something. I'm getting more adventuresome now. I'm getting the monkey. Now look at the monkeys on the plate. How about those? Those are pretty cute. But anyway, this is things that kids can do from using things at home. I'm just saying these magazines usually have awesome things to cut out. And then another book another magazine we kind of butchered up was our American Artists and things like that I've had since the early 90s. And so I gave we cut those up and use the art out of them. All right, I'm just cutting out a just crazy looking thing here. Because I just think it needs a monkey on the back. Monkey on the back. Oh, I am so full of funny stuff now. Can't wait to see you in person. I know, me too. It's going to be fun. I know. This weather's supposed to be good. Because I don't think I can handle that long of a drive. But I could definitely. Sorry. So I'm going to put it on the back. But I want something else. I think it's going to be kind of boring all by itself. So I want a good background. And that leaf is looking very tempting. But see the plate. Look at the plate behind him. I love that. Let's see how I want to cut that out. So I had all these scissors that made all those weird cuts. I think I finally just got rid of them. I did not have a lot of success cutting with those things. I'm so spastic. We're supposed to go to Florida. I mean, we're flying our own airplane. So, actually, I think we're borrowing a friend's because it's just bigger and a little bit nicer. So we don't have the biggest, nicest airplane, guys. Anyway, we're flying that down so that I want to hang out. I want something to do. I want to get away. And that seems like a wonderful little vacation. It started out with my husband had a meeting, but they had to reschedule the meeting. And we're like, hey, I still want to go. So we're doing it. Oh, I got to cut it off. It's too big. I make too much leaf. I can trim that down to something usable. All right. The thing is that my glue is kind of weird right now. It's like leaving. I just can't get it smooth. I'm not a big fan of these, even at school. But you don't have many options with young people because they will get glue everywhere. Just buy scissors and a ribbon because I had none for the ribbon. Okay. I bought scissors just for ribbon. And so you got like some really good shears. Is that what you're talking about? Like sewing shears type scissors. That's good. And did you write on them? These are mother scissors. Do not touch. Do not cut with paper, which we've done. We have written on our scissors. Do not use on crap paper. It doesn't help, but kids still would find a way to do it. It's a pair of scissors. They're going to get them. I want something else on here, though. One more thing. I don't like that bottom corner. Oh, but I love the red. Oh, my gosh. I'm loving this just page. It has all my favorite colors. You know, the reds and greens and blues. They're just colors I like. Anyway, so may as well steal some of the red off of it. I said this was going to be my warm-up, thinking it would take me like, 30 minutes to throw in these together. I probably could have done it, though. I've been a little bit more focused. What a dream. Should make a Mary. I know. Well, we didn't do that for a long time. We didn't have an airplane for one thing, but we could rent. We could always rent airplanes. We just never did. Well, that's just kind of one of the things you think, well, when the kids are grown and we've raised them, you do start doing things where like that. Yeah, if you use the cheap scissors, they were very bad on your ribbons. They really are. You do need a good, nice, sharp pair of scissors for that. Well, that's why these are in here now. These are some pinking shears that got used on, they're dull now. So, but they still work on paper. Oh, and that was the one at my mom's. Don't use the pinking shears. That will ruin them in no time. Sorry, monkey. I got some glue on my finger and I got it on YouTube. So, you don't have to do the back of your tags. I just thought it'd be fun. I gotta do something. See, I got glue down here. I don't like it. But I got plenty to go. And I can't throw this away till I found 100 uses for it. Couldn't get the glue off my fingers. Anyway, yeah, so this was an interesting day for me. I have company coming this evening. My friends, God love them. Well, one of them, they're sisters, but one of them was a volunteer to come help me yesterday. And I said, okay, I kind of asked her she volunteered to help me. I kind of asked her to come yesterday. And then I had to call her and I said, I can't even make decisions on what to do with my stuff right now. Not a good day because it's just, organizing's not easy. But now I think I have it down to what is going to work, like what crafts and what kind of artwork do I want to pursue. But here's my biggest problem. I have frames. I have so many frames. And I haven't done a whole lot of flat, 2D work in a long time. And I do need to. Hi, Lola. Thanks for joining us. So that was I'm making tags. So that's one of the things in my organizing. I'm kind of trying to work through how I want to do my, I don't know. I don't know if I like where that's going. Even that paper. I have another idea. Where's a marker? A watercolor. One thing, I thought I would do some more stuff like with colored pencils on here. I don't like that color. Let's see what this looks like. Not very good. Nah, I don't like it. So, I'm trying to get the, I don't know what I'm going to get around to doing 2D anytime soon. But I need to be drawing. So I had an artist that my students forced them to watch. That was, I'm really missing teaching right now. That was advice to these were young professional artists, and I thought they could really relate to them. That were like maybe just out of college age, So they said to just get up and do 30 minutes of just doing something creative. Just 30 minutes. That's that's all. And that if that doesn't kick you into gear to do something else, at least you worked on it for 30 minutes. All right, so I just did this weird thing. So I just did that for fun. And there's my glue. And it looks upside down and backwards because it So I'm going to tie that around my little tag. Even though you can see there's glue in it, I'm still doing it. I don't know if y'all saw what my glue was in because I don't remember when I posted. I love these, and I have a couple of sets of the old sewing machine drawers. So I just love these for storing stuff. So I'm just sticking all my glues. I don't even know if this one's any good anymore. Oh yeah, that's good. Thrifted. Look over here. The worst thing about me working in my studio is I make such a big mess that I have to clean up now. And who wants to do that? Hobby Man's here. Hello. Hi, thanks for joining us. And then I need one that says yarn. I need 5 that say yarn. I know I need at least one. I'm going to tell you a bow. Another thing I love storing, if you've seen some of my videos, I have a lot of cheese boxes. I love storing things in cheese boxes. And what I did, this is glue, but it kind of hangs over the edge anyway of my thing. Yeah, so that's just fun. The storage box, the round ones, I got a plant stand that rolls around like casters, and they're stacked on that. So I can actually slide them all out of the way if I need to vacuum and stuff like that. So hey, Hobby Man, how are you doing today? What kind of stuff you like to work on? And I really don't like the blueberry one for my favorites. Wait, what are we doing? What did I miss about bananas and blueberries? It would be nice if they sold banana cream oatmeal without the other flavors. I have never. I can't imagine that. What, you get like in a mixed container and it's like a variety pack and you get like one. Is it one of those? I've never heard of banana cream. Of course, I don't even eat oatmeal that much. No, I do. It's usually plain. So can you, oh, there it is. Some alphabet. You know what? I should do a video on this one. I gotta fix my basket. Hang on a sec. Let me grab it. So this is the lid to my alphabet basket, and it's broken. And I do not have bamboo to fix this with, but I have another product I could do, but I kind of don't want to use it. I think I'm just going to redo it with leather because I know I can work with leather. I have a lot of leather and I could just put my straps on with leather. But yeah, all of them are broken. Every one that I've ever seen, like in this style, they always break. The hinge is broken off. So they're all in pieces. And I'm actually going to tie this though on the side because I stacked something on top of that, and I will never look at the top, but I will look at the side. So here is my side, and I'm just going to tie it to this part. But I had the potential to be so much cuter if I could just get it done. We need to write a strongly worded letter for banana cream. Well, you should do it. No. Oh, no. Call them on the phone. Tell them your thoughts, all positive, and they will send you a coupon and for free, like to buy, another whatever product. So I get that. I do that. I don't do that all the time, but every now and then I'll find something either I really like or really don't like. And if something I don't like, I really don't want the coupon for something I don't like, obviously. But when there are things that you really like, call the company, tell them what you like about it. They will send you a coupon. And yeah, how to make money for your groceries. Call the companies and tell them what you like. So what did I get recently like that? I have something good. I don't know. Oh no, something I didn't like. I bought some, we eat like protein bars and those kind of things. So I did that. Oops. I did that. And I just said, I don't like this brand. I should put it on. Great, Jerry. I had to retie it. I should put it under the handle because when the handle's closed, I'll knock it forward. So I called him. I said, I don't like this one because it crumbles so badly and it was melty. It just had like a soft chocolate to it. And I said, the taste is great, but it's not practical to like have in your purse because it was melting. and it was just crumbling and sticky and like falling apart. And so I said that, and I don't even know if they still make that brand. But anyway, they sent me a coupon for the stuff that they make that I do like. So that was nice. Oh wow, that is like stuck. I'm gonna remember. Hey Doug, thank you for joining. Yeah. So glad you're here. Have you a store House of Hatton? Oh, how do you store? Okay, so how I did those, they're in I buy bags to put over my stuff. And then because I have the wool and I just order because I just have a ton. These are things because of eBay. I just don't have bags running around, but I would wrap them in something like with plastic, like your Santa as well. And I can't even put them into Sterilite, but I make this bag of bug preventative kind of stuff. It is, if you're not allergic to cedar, some people are. I use cedar shavings that are aromatic. I use and lavender. And I put them in these little mesh bags that I ordered online. So I got like 1 million of them for like, $10. So I make all these like sachets. Is that the word? Sachet? Sachets, sockets. So I make those things so that and it keeps all the bugs out. And it's worked for years. So. And I'm in Louisiana and we got some moths and they haven't bothered it. All right. So what happened like here is this is how this goes together. These baskets, you see them. And this is why I get them for so cheap because they're all broken. And then that hinge always falls apart. So I got to replace that hinge and I might actually put a hinge on this, like a real hinge, because it's got a good structure right there to attach it to. So maybe that's what I'll do. So that's what I made today. And I want to make one that said yarn on it. Oh, stamps. I can make one that says stamps. I can actually stamp it. Ah, that's adorable. If I find the stamps. Like letters. I think I have letters somewhere that are stamps. I do have some. They're very small. I have like these tiny ones. And then I have these right here. So I do have some stamp letters. So I don't even have to put artwork on that. And they're clean. Nobody's ever used them. Oh, thrifted. I did. Yeah, I should. This is like my 90% thrifted house, 90% thrifted studio. I lie. I bought, believe me, I have spent money on some products on here, but I do tend to get them on, clearance and stuff too. Things like this you don't really need. I do like to buy. Okay, they have made this impossible for Jerry to get into. But I love my chance to try something new. That is one thing about Rolling Hills. We got a really good, I know, stamped it. Yeah, it's nice. I thrifted the stamps. Is that I'm always finding good craft stuff in there. I like good craft stuff, like fantastic stuff. Minus yeah. I don't know. Okay, hang on a second. And they won't come out. Ah, got it. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. So these were 30 anyway. They were 30 and had been used. After all. So SSSQ. Am I missing letters? Y'all, I don't see the S. Oh, there it is. It just hadn't been used. I think it looks fabulous. I think about the oh, thank you. Let's see. These are tiny. Okay, how about my black is working? Let me check. Yeah. I'm not a pro stamper here by any means. Ugh, let's see if I can get this to work. These are hard because I put too much ink on it. But that's kind of cute though. I did too much ink and I squared it. Oh my gosh. And then I have like these, like I said, these tiny ones, but they may be way too small. When you think the T would be right next to it, and it is, and it's been used. Can I do a little not so hard this time? Oh, I still got it on there. Jerry, you're failing as a stamper. Yeah, that's why I'm not a good stamper, by the way. Because I always make a mess. Oh, yeah, this one's hard because you can't see where your other stamp. Oh, see, that's too far away. Might not pull that off. A, come on, A. Where's my A? I think there's someone missing here. That CBBB. I see there's something missing. I think it's going to be, oh, it's upside down. Looks like a G. Yeah, I think I don't like that. I'm going to do it on the other side. I want it closer together, and I can cover that up with something else. Yeah, so these are really hard to gauge how close to make them. Look at this, folks. Oh, that's good. I did it. I think it's just these letters. And I made it. Yeah, I don't try. I'm not even trying a straight line. Why? Why even try? Oh no, I'm not gonna have room for the other. I'm not gonna have room for everything. I messed up. Well, I don't think I've got enough room for these letters to actually spell out stamps. Let me see if I did them straight. I might as well practice. I could do them down below. I'll try that. That's okay. I've got a lot of these. You want to work for yarn? Okay, so go back to that. Oh, getting free coupons for Flaming Hot Cheetos. That's awesome. I don't know how y'all eat those. I do not know. I tried one. I'm not saying I didn't. I actually tried one. I was like, I can't even imagine eating a bag of those the way the kids do. You kids, the day. Your stomachs are just incredible. Now I'm saying kids because it's normally like the students always have those. Oh my gosh, it's still not going to fit. So it's good to know your spatial thing. I didn't see. I got stem, and it's kind of crowded. I guess I could still move it over more. See, I had much better luck when I quietly cut out a bunch of letters. Okay, wait, what? Oh, so you wonder if this would work for yarn if you contacted them about yarn, or we were talking about something else? My grandma, who were you talking about? I'm like, I didn't know this was what? Okay. I'm gonna go back up, see what's going on. I think the hieroglyphics. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I would have gotten into stamping had I not just found stamps, thrifting. And this is why I'm not very good at it. I'm learning right now. I'm still having trouble keeping them spaced out. Oh my gosh. This worst thing ever. I think it's gonna be adorable. Spicy fizz will mess you up. Oh, my stomach. It's not just my stomach. It goes. That's a D. That's not a P. That's the P. I'm glad I checked that first. Just like a capital. And that's the joy of it. Just being weird. Stamps. Oh, well, I know there's stamps in there because it definitely says stamped. I got it on there. Another one though. So, this is weird. There's other stuff in here. Like, here's just two that were in the bag. I never even pulled them out of their original bags. I just I just threw all the stamps in a thing. This is a bee, and that's kind of cute. Kind of like the bee. I don't know what to do with that sun one. Ooh, it's like a hornet, actually. Ew, it's kind of scary looking. And these things are expensive. Oh, I totally went off of it. Like this was like $1.50. It was $3.50 originally. Sorry about that. On clearance. This stamp was $7. This is why I don't stamp. Does anybody else stamp? Because I can't afford it. That was a $7 stamp. I have stamps. I just can't do it like everyone else. Same with stencils. I know. Well, yeah, seeing my work here. Not pretty, but I have a lot. And then I was going to put them on. Oh, here's my Valentine's. I did sort them out because I figured I'd be needing them soon. ornament, but it's got like this plaid. I kind of like that pattern. So I'm just going to borrow some of that pattern. I have different color inks too somewhere. I don't know if they're dried out though. I'm just going to do black though. I don't want the actual ornament part to show up. It's kind of wonky. See, I didn't get enough ink on it. I can't stay. All right, Smiley, you're happening. I don't still have it. This is an old pad. It's probably drying up. I have ink though. I have ink. Of course, me. It's got to stick. No, it's really not. My ink pad's dried out. So there. Part of the problem. And then color. Color. Yellow. My little mess I made down here. I know. Well, I guess good. Wait for the ink to dry. I see that that's a thing, guys. You kind of have to wait for the ink to dry. And then just fill this in. This is a woodless pencil. I love woodless pencils to a degree. And the reason I'm saying that is this one actually is waxy and it's kind of sometimes hard to deal with. You can't get some of the effects that you want to get with a pencil, like with shading. It's just really waxy. Almost like a crayon wax. No, it's not. No, not as waxy as a crayon. It's hard. It's like a Prismacolor because they're kind of waxy. So I guess it's not so bad here. There's color everywhere. Where's my another color? Yeah, I wish I'd inked that better. Things we learn. I'm rolling with it. That's what's important. Just color it in. Just draw it in there. Oh my gosh. This is bad. A little shading on him. May as well have some fun with it, right? I don't want that color. I love when I pick up a color and realize not the color. I want pink. Just pink and blue. Make it purple. Okay, definitely stamps there. So I just had some fun with it. Yeah, I'm not loving the my ink. Hey, let me see. There's some charcoal after him. That's what I can do. Smudging in there some. So when I learned how to set up my other camera, y'all know I had two cameras. You saw what I could do. You know what I'm capable of. It's just not working now. All right, I'm gonna drop that down. Oh, that's really not going to show up, is it? Nope. All right. I guess I like the black eyes better. And then I got to do something with this back that I totally messed up. I could go ahead and finish it, I guess, even though it's going to be off. It's just a thing. It's no big deal. I could do the S upside down. That'd be fun. Yep, I got it. It fit. I love this little heart. It's okay. So I like this thing. I have a few. I thought I did at least. I thought I had more of these like where it's like a whole bunch of stuff. But these are just little hearts. So what is happening to my... I can't believe this still has ink in it because this one should be dried out. It's just the foam kind. I'm kind of do what I did before and just pick up some around the edges. You don't want to watch me stamp. It's bad. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna go make them all little spades or something because they're upside down. We can make it happen though. Wait a second. We're gonna fix that. Oh my gosh, they're all... Yeah. That'll work. That's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Could have looked at it before you stuck it down. Oh, look, now I have like little blue stains everywhere. So, don't even. Don't even. It's going to be a day all day. I have a lot. I do have ink. I do have actual rubber stamp cleaner that I'm going to be trying out here in a minute because I've never used it because it's, oh, that's Valentine's. I'm going to save it. Say that's special. I do have, oh, there goes again. Oh, I have gold. I bet the gold's dried out though. Like I said, these are all like thrifted, so I doubt any of these work. I would be shocked if they did. But we'll try. Oh, pattern. Okay, it's a very cute little sun. It's kind of cutesy, but we'll see what we can do with it. It's on there. Oh my goodness, it is working. That's amazing. That's good ink. Hopefully it sticks to the cardboard. It's definitely stuck to my scrap paper down here. Wow. Well, they were in a Ziploc bag. I think that helps that they were stored in a bag. Here. Smell the sun. All right, got my stamp. I have nothing to put my stamps in. Actually, I have another container. I did pull this, but I wasn't necessarily going to use it. So I have this. This came out of my drawer. Now, if you saw my video, you saw I had these shelves. Those are just some shelves I picked up from a friend from her shop and didn't pay much for them. And I had them at my lake house for a while, and then I didn't need them because we got a piece of furniture. So we need a chest of drawers there because we need a place to put stuff. So I did that, and then I'm about to wrap it up. So I'm going to try cleaning these stamps with the stuff first before I want to make sure it's going to work. See how that works. But thank you. Oh, good. Do it. Just let me know. Anyway, so I made that. So yeah, I picked these things up for like $1 or less at Rolling Hills. So that I think they're really great, but get them for next to nothing is even better. And that's kind of a heavy duty one. So I'm going to put stamps in there. So this stamp cleaner is a Hobby Lobby item. It's like $247. I didn't buy it like there. It was thrifted. Clean away, dry rubber stamps and hands. Probably things you don't want it to be on. No, it says what? Press scrubber against rubber stamp to release liquid. Seems like that would cause it to smear all over it, but maybe not. Yeah, see, it's getting on my thing. Oh, well, it's a cleaner. And then it says to wipe it off. And it says blot wet stamp on paper towel. Okay, so I would blot it like this, probably down. Oh, it's not really coming off. Look, it's still kind of on there. You're not going to be easy. You can't be easy. But in the past, I have, even though I had cleaner, I had students, I took stamps for students to use, and I'd say, you just got to clean them. And they didn't clean them. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. And I don't know. I think this is a lot, not as clean as I would like for them to be. That's not cleaning. Did it expire? There's no expiration date. What was it made from? Hang on. Non-toxic, acid-free. No ingredients listed. Well, I'm not going to eat it, but still would be nice. Huh. Maybe if I just let them soak, you think that would help? Let's see how it works on the gold. That gold looked really much better on my piece of paper than it did on the stamp. I mean, the thing I was making. All right. Oh, yeah, it's like I can see it breaking up on here already. No, I still see it. One thing about, rubber stamps that getting just back. I see it. Do y'all see it on there? I don't know if this is going to work, but there's more. Hang on. think I have another bottle of another kind of cleaner. It's called, nope, that's not it. That's embossing ink. Mm-mm. So what would, you can't use like acetones and things on the rubber because it will destroy the rubber. And rubber does do that thing where it will just gets dry and it dry rots. So, and you got stamps, you got to use them. So Glenda says, my mom has a wedding dress. What? Oh, mom caught my uncle when I was cutting his toenails with her. So that's okay. That is hilarious. That's probably worse than any crafting with scissors I've heard. Yeah. Yeah. So I do. You know what? Annie does need to go back on live. We really enjoy her lives. They're fun. Okay, that's friends and all in there too. It's fun. I'm gonna go with it. It'll be fine. Let me try it on my wasp yellow jacket. Gosh, what in the world? Why would you want something that creepy? Just remembered as I was kind of seeing this and looking down. I know I have some butterfly, like a bunch of butterflies, and I haven't seen them in here. So we'll see. But that's part of the reason one of them wasn't working very well. That sun may be dry rotted. I just haven't really. Oh, it's not coming off. Oh, this ink is not coming off. I think alcohol. Is that bad? Has anyone stamped before? I'm having dinner tonight. I'm having a leftover hamburger. Gotta go read a hamburger patty. Yeah, I mean, is it just permanently stained now? Is that what's going on? Because I can't get any more ink to come off. It's just the solution now. That is weird. They're just not cleaning. Disappointed. Yeah, so this one, I don't know why this, I mean, look, it's like melted. I don't know what happened to the sun. That's bad. Oh, I have the blue ink. Okay, one more try. This is blue ink. Oh, and it's all over my hands. So I'm going to see if it will clean that off. After that, I'm just going to have to go find me some better cleaner. Or look it up to see what works. Now, see, some of it looks like it's coming off already. So I made hamburger patties, like a pound of hamburger, and 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. I'd never done that before. I just thought I wanted to try it for some reason. It's pretty good. Yeah, I've not in my whole life had not used Old Bay seasoning. I know my mom used to buy it, but I don't know what she used it for. But I remember seeing it, in the cabinet. But so I said, I want to try that. Okay, so that I think it did pretty good on the blue. That looks not bad. I mean, I obviously have some issues down here. So that it does clean some inks, but not cleaning this black off at all. So I'll let that sit a minute. Let's see what happened. Oh, much better. Yeah, it's coming off. So this is actually a really cute stamp if I was good at stamping, because it's outlined. Let me find my letters again. Oh, I want to get this. Yeah, there's like a little bit of an outline around it. I don't know if you can see if I zoom in. Yeah, don't look at my nails. They're horrible. It's a hard life. So if you were really light-handed, you could probably just get that outline to show up. That would be great. Well, all right. So obviously, whoever used these last, I think they used paint to get that off. I don't think that's coming off. It really looks like paint. I don't even know. Maybe not. So I don't know if these are even usable at this point. Let me try. It's kind of, it took the paint off. So, Fabi, I hope you can, go. You're going to do some more lives because you're fun. We like your lives too. So think about it. As soon as I figure out how to get get all this stuff working again, I have no idea what changed. I know. Oh, my dog. Now, one thing about getting my studio clean, I did put a nice little place for my dog to sleep. Stop scratching. No, we're not scratching on doors. All right, it did. And so it cleaned. So yay. Always use it, got most of it off. Let me try it. Yes, it worked. Oh, that's so interesting looking one. Yeah, it's working. So good. And cleaned up again. So that's good. I could clean some of these too. And that had been sitting there for who knows how long. So thanks for watching. I was going to kind of wrap it around 4, but I had things to do. I had this to finish. I got 3 stamps done in 2 hours. You wonder, why does it take you so long to do anything? Well, there you have it. But I'm so glad you were part of it. I'm glad you got to, if you were here for when Janine was here, how awesome was that? And I really enjoyed having her as a guest and getting these done. And like I said, this is something, it's a small little project you can do when you're kind of warming up to do bigger projects, or just something you do for fun because you want a million little things that go on all your, do it, because since we're all trying to be organized and stay organized. So we need to have a follow-up now. When do we decide on when the follow-up is, to see how organized people actually stayed or if they did anything different? So that would be fun. Anyway, enjoyed having you here, and thanks for watching. And please, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment and hit that notification button, because if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. I think everybody here is subscribed. If you're watching the replay, hey, why don't you subscribe and hit that notification button, because sometimes I make pretty good videos, and I go live on Tuesdays at 2 and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. 6:30, you ask? Yeah, I don't know why, because it just seemed like a thing to do. But anyway, bye. Stick my little bye in here. And I'm actually ending the broadcast here in like 1 second. Okay.